platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, it's easier than ever to start vlogging or streaming. While shooting videos on your smartphone is a good place to start, a dedicated camera can help take your videos to the next level. Whether it's a DSLR or mirrorless camera for sit-down vlogging, an action camera to capture and share your extreme sports or travel adventures, or a compact point and shoot to easily take on the go, there's no single best camera when it comes to vlogging, just as there's no single way to make vlogs. The most important thing is to choose a model that suits your budget, shooting preferences, and the type of content you'd like to create. Lighting and audio can also take your videos to the next level, so don't forget to factor additional equipment into your budget. We bought and tested over 95 cameras in our lab, and below, you'll find what we think are currently the best cameras for vlogging. Most of these picks are interchangeable lens models that give you more flexibility to upgrade and switch out lenses, but if you want something more lightweight for on-the-go vlogging, you can also check out our picks for the best compact cameras. Otherwise, our best video cameras for sports might serve you better if you're filming videos of sports or fast action. Finally, if you're looking for something more advanced, you'll want the best filmmaking cameras instead. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices like the video comment. And don't forget to subscribe now. Let's get started. Number 5. Sony ZV1. If you're after the best of the best vlogging cameras, the Sony ZV1 is the way to go. It's Sony's first full-frame camera designed specifically for vloggers with a vlogging mic, a fully articulated screen, and no viewfinder. In-body image stabilization (IBIS) helps reduce camera shake, and its 12MP full-frame sensor is ideal for low-light situations, making this a great choice if you tend to work in less controlled lighting. On top of that, it has one of the most sophisticated autofocus systems on the market, with incredibly reliable subject detection and tracking. It's the ultimate vlog camera for the solo operator, with plenty of features designed to take the guesswork out of video production. This is a very capable video camera with an expensive price tag. Unless you want to make a career out of vlogging, it'll likely be overkill for your needs. And with its full-frame sensor and lenses, it isn't the most compact option either. Read below for more affordable and compact options if you're mainly interested in outdoor or on-the-go vlogging. The Sony ZV1 is a very good vlogging camera, particularly for those who tend to shoot in less controlled lighting conditions or in low light and can benefit from its full-frame sensor. That said, it's a strange proposition for most vloggers. It has in-body image stabilization, which can be a boon for handheld vlogging, but its size and ergonomics still lend themselves to shooting in a selfie position, so you'll probably need a tripod grip for handheld shooting. It's easy to become a one-person vlogging enterprise if that's your goal. Just be aware that it can overheat quite easily. Number 4. Fujifilm XS20. The Fujifilm XS20 is one of the best cameras for vlogging in its class. It isn't as advanced as the Sony ZD1, with a smaller APS-C sensor, a less reliable autofocus system, and fewer frame rate and recording options. This camera offers a ton of value for its price. It can still record 4K video at up to 60 fps with a slight crop, along with 6.2K at 30 fps and with a dedicated slow-motion recording mode in 1080p. The camera also supports internal 10-bit recording for those who prefer to do more extensive color grading. Plus, it has in-body image stabilization for smoother handheld recording and a fully articulated screen so you can monitor yourself. Overall, this is an excellent video camera for the price, with more than enough advanced video specs to please enthusiast vloggers. The Fujifilm XS20 is great for travel photography. It has a relatively portable and lightweight design that's good for travel, and its battery life is excellent for a mirrorless camera. Beyond that, image quality is great with excellent colors straight out of the camera and film simulation profiles to play with the look and tone of your photos. Plus, its autofocus system works very well with an excellent auto subject detection mode that automatically detects and tracks different kinds of subjects. The camera doesn't have any kind of weather sealing though. Its viewfinder is also on the smaller side. Number 3. Fujifilm XS10. If the Fujifilm XS20 is out of your price range, you won't be disappointed by its predecessor, the Fujifilm XS10. While the XS20 has some notable improvements, including internal 10-bit no recording time limit and 4K at 60 fps, it's also significantly pricier. For most vloggers, the XS10 will hit the sweet spot of features, performance, and price, especially if you're not fussed about things like color grading. There's a lot to love here, from a large, comfortable hand grip to a fully articulated screen that makes it easy to monitor yourself while recording. It's also one of the few cameras at this price point with IBIS, which will help you record smoother handheld footage. On top of that, you still get a fairly wide selection of frame rates, with 4K recording at up to 30 fps and a slow-motion recording mode that can capture 1080p footage at up to 240 fps. It also uses the same sensor as the XS20, so video quality is excellent. The Fujifilm XS10 is good for travel photography. It delivers impressive image quality out of the box with minimal amounts of noise even at moderately high ISO levels. The Fujifilm simulation modes can help give your shots a bit of added flair, but we don't currently test the camera with these modes enabled, and you can only apply them to JPG files. It features a very wide shutter speed range to help you capture both quick moments or take complex long exposure shots. It's also comfortable to use for the most part, feels impressively well built. Unfortunately, depending on your usage habits and choice of settings, its single-charge battery life might be insufficient for a long day of shooting. Number 2. Sony ZV1. The Sony ZD1 follows in the footsteps of Sony's APS-C alpha cameras, but with a vlogging-specific design and a cheaper price tag, making it the best budget vlogging camera we've tested, though it doesn't have a viewfinder, making it less versatile for hybrid shooters. Its fully articulated screen makes it easier to monitor yourself without accessories getting in the way. This camera also has a headphone jack and a low-profile hand grip that's easier to hold in a selfie position. You're missing out on IBIS at this price point, so go for an optically stabilized lens if you plan on shooting handheld. It doesn't feel as well built as the Fujifilm XS10, with no other ceiling to give you more peace of mind when shooting outdoors. However, it has a very reliable autofocus system and even includes specialized focus modes like Product Showcase. This feature is a godsend for product and beauty vloggers as it'll automatically shift focus to any object you hold up in the frame without having to block your face. While the XS10 mentioned above is a little more versatile for hybrid photo/video shooters thanks to its viewfinder, the ZV1 is the way to go if you need a vlogging-oriented camera on a budget. The Sony ZD1 is excellent for vlogging, which is no surprise since this is its main intended use. The camera has a fully articulated screen that lets you monitor yourself while filming. If you don't have a tripod or shooting grip, the camera's hand grip has a relatively flat design that makes it easier to hold in a selfie position. The camera also has an excellent autofocus system that tracks faces well in video, and video quality is good overall, although it struggles a bit with noise and low light. Unfortunately, there's a very noticeable rolling shutter effect in 4K, which can distort straight lines in the background when vlogging on the move. Number 1. DJI Pocket 2. If your budget is tight, the DJI Pocket 2 is a unique all-in-one vlogging tool that won't break the bank. Unlike our other picks, it has a 3-axis stabilized gimbal built in, so you can easily capture buttery smooth handheld footage without expensive stabilizers or gimbals. Did we mention the whole thing can fit in your back pocket? That alone makes this a worthy addition to the slew of different vlogging cameras today. Aside from its gimbal, its 1/1 7-inch sensor gives it better low-light performance than most cameras of its size, and it can shoot at up to 60 fps in 4K, with a slow-motion capture mode that records at up to 240 fps in 1080p. On top of that, there's an active track feature that can automatically follow a subject as they move around. While its video quality doesn't compare to pricier interchangeable lens options like those mentioned above, this camera's unique functionality makes it a great vlogging tool for those looking for a cheap all-in-one camera. The DJI Pocket 2 isn't bad for vlogging, it's incredibly portable, and comes with a built-in 3-axis stabilized gimbal to reduce almost all camera shake when recording 4K or FHD video. You can use its screening for live view to monitor yourself and ensure you stay in frame, but the screen is quite small. This is best option. Thanks for watching.